what's up, my peoples? Go here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Cang Toys Brontosolid. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just open up this panel here on the form, and then we're going to take a hand here. You want to make sure the fist is balled up like this, with the thumb kind of on top of the fingers there, and just rotate this around, and then close that back up. Take the Bronto toes here and just collapse them up on this double hinge. So you got it looking like that. And then you're going to take the shoulder pad and you're going to bring it up, rotate it, and just drop it down. Then you're going to take this section here from the top and bring it up and over. And just bring it all the way down. The hinge goes into this little groove right in here, so just kind of pop it down. There we go. So it sits right there. And you got that side done. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So open this up, flip the hand around, mindful of the fingers there. Go. Close that up. Have that collapsed up. There's also a panel right back here that you want to close. That'll just help cover up the hands there. So make sure you do that on both sides. Just close that panel up like that. And then you're going to take the shoulder pad, bring it up, rotate it, and bring it back. And then take the silver section here, bring this forward, and drop that down. So you got that all done. So now you just want to open up the chest panel here, and then just take the head and just push it down, and just close that back up. Make sure that snaps back into place. So now you want to take the butt plate here and just take this and just kind of rotate this around and rotate this up and just kind of get all this out of your way. Then you're going to take this assembly here, you're going to untab it, bring it up. You want to rotate this entire thing 180. Just be mindful of everything here, there's a lot going on. So just bring that back, bring that around like that, and then just kind of bring it down, and then just rotate this section 90 degrees. So you got it looking like that. So you want to take these sections here and just shift them down for now. Now we can get this head in place. So basically you want to just kind of straighten this out and rotate this around so it's sitting like that. And you're going to drop this down. There are two little tabs here that are going to go up into these little notches right up in here. So you can just take that and just drop that down. Again, make sure you have everything sitting the way it needs to sit. Which at this point, I don't know what that is. There we go. Just get that sitting like that. It's a Cang Toys transformation. But now you can rotate the head, straighten that out. You can collapse this whole thing down some there, so everything is just a little bit more closed up. So at this point, you want to untab the shoulder assembly here. Just untab it. You can see here there are two slots. This slot is for robot mode, and this slot is for the dyno mode. So you want to move it to this angled slot. So just rotate that down a bit, and then just pop that into its place. And same thing on the other side. So again, just pop that shoulder out, and then just rotate it and drop that into its spot right there. So now for this section here, we got these little gold panels you can flip out. And you want to take these sections here and bring them around, and this one will just tab over the others. Just bring it up and then just drop it down onto that tab right there. And now you just want to take this assembly and bring it forward Make sure that neck is out of the way because we need the clearance. So you want to bring it forward so you can see everything in here is looking like that. And what's going to happen here is you have this tab that'll go into this notch right here behind the neck. So just get everything lined up. Again, we have to just rotate the tail and just kind of bring this up and just help get everything out of the way for us. And you have everything right. That should just drop down right in there like that and just sit nice and flush against that edge. And then we take these bits here, they'll come up, there'll be a tab slot connection that happens in there, so just bring that up, tab that in, bring that up, and get that tabbed in. You can bring that neck back up and just kind of readjust that. And then you pretty much have the front all done. So now you want to take these side skirt pieces here and you want to rotate them around. You have to do it this way. If you try to do it the other way, then things will collide and you can't actually get that by. So you have to rotate it this way and basically just tuck it right up in here like that. Same thing here. So again, it's on a double hinge, so just pull it out and then rotate it. Just make sure you can clear everything, and there you go. Just tuck it in there like that. So now for the legs, first thing you want to do is just kind of untab this section here, just free that up, and that will allow you to take this entire assembly here and pull this up. You can just take this side panel here and just bring this up. It's on a double hinge here. Just bring that up, get that out of your way, and we can work on the foot. So you want to take the foot and rotate it 180. It's a Cang Toys figure, it's squeaky. So you want to take the heel here and just collapse that up. You then want to open up the toe here and then collapse all this down on this double hinge. So close that all the way up like that, and then close that foot up. And now you just want to take this whole assembly and rotate it around. Bring that down. You're going to take this red section here, bring this up and over, and then this section will just angle in like that, and this little panel will just flip over it. So you got it. Looking like that. So now you want to fold the leg up. You want to fold this top hinge all the way up as far as it'll go. And it's kind of a stiff joint because it's a Cang Toys figure. Get that. There we go. Get that top joint all the way up, and then you can take all this and just rotate it. Again, just be mindful of your clearances here. Just get everything tucked in. Like that. Just rotate that leg down. So it's looking like that. And now second verse just like the first. So we're going to just kind of free up this section here so we can pull all of this up. Just gotta get this panel up and out of your way. Rotate that foot around, very squeaky. Collapse that, open that up, collapse the toe in, and then close that foot up. Take all this, rotate around, bring this red piece up and over, drop all this down, and then bring all this around and collapse that panel down. And again, bend the knee at the top hinge first. This side is a lot stiffer. There we go. It's a lot stiffer. There we go. Go, and then just collapse this the rest of the way down. Okay, get everything oriented properly there. So you got it looking like that. These sections here on a double hinge are just going to collapse up and just sit right there. Same thing on the other side, just take this and collapse that, sit that right there. And then take the two halves and just nudge them together. One thing you need to do in this mode is the hips do slide down, and you do need to slide these hips down for this. So just grab a hold and just slide them down. Don't go very far, but make sure you slide them all the way down. You can kind of see the track in there. So make sure you have those slid all the way down, and that will allow you to take these skirt panels here. They're on a double hinge, so bring them down, and they will tab into that slot right there in the thigh. So you just take that and line that up, bring that down, and just line that up. There we go. So it's tabbed in there like that. And then this section will just tab into these bits here. Just line that up and just drop that in. Just lock all that in place. You can take the section of the tail here. You can just kind of bring it up and over and just kind of get the tail straightened out. And there you have a Brontosolid in his alt mode. So now to get him into combine mode, first thing we're going to do is we're going to undo these sections right here. It can't be put tight. There we go. Just undo that and just shift that all the way down. Undo the other side here and just shift that all the way down. So now you just want to kind of get this out of the way. Undo this whole section here. Get the head out of the way. Then just undo this. Back section here, get it unclipped. Come on, there we go. Just take that and just shift that over to the side. And then you just want to take this whole neck section here, just bring that up on that hinge, take this whole neck assembly here and just rotate it. You may have to pull it out so you can get that rotation completed and then kind of compress that back in. Then you're going to take the tail and just rotate it 90 degrees and then bring that up and just get it all seated like that. And then you're going to take all of this and rotate this up so it's sitting like that. Now you want to take these skirt panels here and you just want to rotate them around, and this red section is on a hinge here, so you just kind of want to take this and just kind of fold this in so it's looking like that. Same thing on the other side. Just get a hold of it and just bring it around. Again, you need to make sure you have clearance. So bring this around and just fold that red section in. So you got everything looking kind of like that. So now for the arms, just want to take this panel and open this up. Going to open up this panel and we're basically just going to undo this and then we're just going to rotate the hand back out. Helps if you bend the elbow there. There we go. Rotate that around like so and then just close that forearm back up. You want to bring this up, leave it like that. And we're going to do here. Now you want to take this section here, you want to take it and just bring it back to its original position. You want to fold the arm all the way up and then the shoulder pad will come up, forward, and sit over the hand like that. Once you have done that, you want to untab this whole assembly from the side and bring it back up and tab it into the robot mode position. So the horizontal slot right there. And once you've done that, take the arm and just rotate it so it's sitting like that. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just open that up, and just extend this little dino toesies out. And again, you do need to bend this elbow here so you can get the hand out. There we go. Gotta be mindful of the fingers and everything. Get everything in place. Close that up. Bring that up. Take this bit and bring it up and back. Bend that arm all the way up on that elbow. Very squeaky. And take the shoulder pad and bring it forward, up and over the hand like so. untab the shoulder assembly, rotate it up, and tab it back into the horizontal position. And then rotate that arm back. So you got it looking like that. And now you want to untab the crotch plates here. Undo that. This entire assembly here is on a double hinge. So just push that all the way up and then bring these sections up on that double hinge. And just bring them to the most upright position. So it's looking like that. So now we need to start working on the legs. So we need to split them. A little wiggle wiggle, get them undone. So now we need to get the legs in a totally different orientation here as far as these joints go. So this upper joint here, you basically want to straighten this back out. So it's like that. And there is, you can see here this little black piece. This black piece is a double joint of its own. So what you want to happen is you want this joint to basically end up flat. And this is a tight joint as well, so you're gonna have to kind of work with it here. But basically, you want to get this around, and then when you fold it back up, you basically want this black piece to end up like that, to where it's pretty much vertical. That's the way you need that. So do that on the other side as well. So again, straighten this top joint out like that, and then get this bottom section here. Again, these are tight joints because it's a Cang Toys transformation. So you're going to be fighting tolerances. And also not having a lot of space to actually move things around. But just do your best. All right, there we go. You can see how you want those sections in there looking. And now we can tab this back together like that. We want to take these pieces here, and we do want to kind of drop them down, just kind of leave them like this so they are out of the way. All right, so now for this assembly here, we're just going to take these sections and just rotate them in like that. Take the neck and tail and rotate them so they are, again, very tight joints. There we go. I think that joint just broke on me. Wonderful. Okay. So there we go. So again, you do want to make sure that these hinges here are compressed in. Right there. All right, so now we're going to work on the neck and the tail here. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take this section here, open this up, and collapse this in, close that up. So we're going to open up this section, collapse this in, and close that up. And then this tip of the tail section here will just fold under like that. We're going to do the same thing with this next section. So just open that up, collapse it in, close that up. Open this up, collapse that in, and close that up. Take the head here, tuck it in, and then take this bit and just bring that back like that. So a quick correction, this armature right here you want in this orientation. That's the way you want that looking, because that's what will help you get everything in place. Okay, so now is pretty much the most annoying part of this transformation, is getting these bits in place here. So basically you just kind of want to bend the elbows in and just kind of tuck everything down. Just kind of bend this in and just get everything tucked down. Make sure everything stays straight as well. You want to keep everything as straight as possible. And like I said, this is the most annoying part. Right there. So now what needs to happen is this part is going to come down, and there are tabs right here are going to go into slots right there. So I always try to get these bits tabbed in first. And once you get one side popped in, the other side will kind of pop in for you real easy. Hopefully, anyway. Then you kind of straighten all of this out, get that shoved down, and then these sections here will tab into either side to lock that in place right there. Now, in theory, at this point, you should be able to take this whole assembly and tab it in back here. If you can do it, cool. If not, I really wouldn't stress out too much about it. It's just, again, if you can get it close enough, and I think that's as close as I'm going to get it. I got it. There we go. Should get it looking somewhat like that. Again, I can never get it looking exactly the way the picture wants it to look, but if you can get it kind of close enough, get it close enough. You can see how that kind of undid itself. So, I mean, the instructions, again, are not great, so just get it close enough. That'll do. So now for these legs, you don't want to bring them out. You do want to get this bit kind of out of the way here. You want to rotate, and there's a tab that will go into a slot. Basically, it'll be this slot right here. There's a little tab on the red bit that's going to slot in right there like that. And then you can take dyno foot and just compress that up. Just tuck that up like that. And this will just kind of sit here and just kind of tuck in like that. Do the same thing on the other side. So again, just kind of get this out of the way. Bring this out and rotate it. And just get that tab and slot lined up. And then take the foot here and just get that tucked up as far as you can get it. And then just bring this piece up and in. So it's pretty much sitting like that. And just last little bit of adjustment. You just want to take these bits here and just kind of flatten them out so that angle lines up there. Like so. Nope, one more bit actually. We have a tab slot connection right here for these feet. So just get that lined up and just tab that in, bring that down, and let's get that lined up and tabbed in. This is not a crucial connection point, so if it doesn't really line up for you, it's not the end of the world, but there we go. Just get everything sitting. Roundabout's how it should be sitting. And there you go. And there you have a Brontosolid in combined mode.